Hi guys, hope all's well. It's been a little while, but I had a few things to say regarding what's going on currently, and I don't think all of the information is being given to you truthfully, and that's why I had a few things to say. So we are in a point now where this is about frequencies, and it's about, are you in a frequency of love or and joy and bliss, happiness, or are you not? Are you in a state of the opposite, fear? And regardless of what anybody tells you, I know there's loads of fear-based stories about nanotech and you're not human anymore, genetically modifying you via an experimental procedure. We all know what that is, so please show this video to anyone who's had that experimental procedure, or anyone who's thinking about having it, or anyone who hasn't had it. Okay, what is more powerful than anything else is your consciousness and your intent of what you want to do with that consciousness and what you want to create with that consciousness. It's your intent, and your frequency tones will emit from you. And you know, all these restrictions and everything else, people are saying there's genocide and there is depopulation agenda and all of this. But the thing is if you don't want to be depopulated, if you don't want to come out of your body, you're not going to. It doesn't matter what they do, you're not going to come out. So even if you don't, what a lot of people are saying, wake up, because it's just a term that people understand. If you don't wake up until after you've had the jab, then what I would suggest is that if you've had it, then go to sleep and find, before you go to sleep, go to YouTube or Rumble or BitChute or one of those channels and find a 5 to 8 hertz solfeggio tones. You can find an 8-9 hour one. Just put it on while you're asleep. Put it low and let it play while you're asleep. You only need to do it once. Set your intention at the beginning that your DNA is going to heal, because that's what that tone does. It heals your DNA completely. And if you do it more than once, if you think you've got to do it every night for a month or every night for 2 months, well, your intention there is that it takes a month for it to heal. But does it take a month? What do you believe? What do you want for you? Do you want it to be a great big longed out thing that takes months? Or do you want it to be something that can take a night or an hour? Because if you become conscious, then you can cancel something that you created that you realise later on doesn't serve you. So that's what I would suggest. It's not about separating at this point. It's not about saying the vaxxed, the unvaxxed, the enforcers, the forced. It's not about that. It's about all coming together. And the only way that we come together is if we heal and we let go of the traumas and you shift your frequency. That is the only way that you do it. So it's really important at this time, you know, in such as what we call a 3D world. You know, you don't have to do any of these things that they say. Heather Tucci Giraffe, she foreclosed with OPPT. She foreclosed on all the governments. They don't have any power. You know, this was long ago, in November of 2012, long ago. And they can't do anything to you. They can't make you do anything. If you're going to play with the story that they can, then, you know, you're playing with that story. But you really don't need to. you can just end it all now. Just end it, because it's finished, you know. And there are people that are going to come out of form or die, whichever way you want to look at it. No one really truly dies, but people do come in and out of form. And, you know, if you want to come out of form, then maybe you're just using that narrative of the experimental procedure, but it didn't bode well with you. But you know, on the other hand, perhaps you don't want to come out of form and you want to come through the other side and live in a world that's very different, where there are no oppressors and there are no enforcers. You know, this is centuries old, and it really is just about shifting your frequency. So I highly recommend that everyone gets the solfeggio tones on, 5 to 8 hertz, and listen to that, and make your intention before you do it. Make that intention that your body is going to be completely regenerated and brand new and completely and utterly healed by the time you wake up in the morning. It's as easy as that, and all you have to do is push play and go to sleep, because your consciousness is enough to know that it's more powerful. You see, they thought that, or other versions of you, because all is source, all is you, thought that they could restrict your oxygen levels and make you feel fear and low oxygen levels both suppress the immune system. And they thought that they would do that, but they failed to realise how powerful the human body actually is. And it's more powerful than anything anyone else could design. Source designed it. Source, God, whatever you want to call it. So it's just a really quick one to tell you that's the message. Heal yourself and then unite with everybody else. No more enforcing, you know. And all the sirens, I remember Heather telling me on a call way back in 2017 that the sirens and the uniforms, they give off short frequency waves and it creates fear. But love is a long frequency wave, and just push some love at them, some real love from your heart, and you'll just knock them off their feet. They'll walk away, they won't know what to do, but they will not be able to stand and enforce anything on you. So please do that, and please share the information, because people really need it at this point if they want to get through to the other side of their personal frequency shift, because that's really what it is. So, you know, we all dwell in the old at times, and you know, we all get comfortable. It's like buying a new pair of shoes. You put them on, the first time you wear them you get blisters, so you get out your old trusty pair and put them back on. They don't look as smart, they don't look as sleek, but you know, you don't get the blisters. But once you get through the blisters, guess what? Your new pair become the most comfortable pair of shoes. It's just an analogy. I always try and use an analogy to help people to shift, and that really is what we need to do now. So that's my truth, and I'm giving it to you. And if you want to adopt that as your truth or adapt it, and you know, always stand in your own truth. You haven't got to follow what I say, but I'm just there to give you a gentle nudge and help you along in shifting. So I hope it helps, and I shall speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.